What is up, Mad Fire Nation? And today I finally got a console that I've been wanting to get for so long. And it's also relatively obscure. Obscure might not be the best word to use because there are a lot of people that know about it, but it also, if you put it in conjunction with all the other consoles around that time, a lot of people don't really know about it either. And that is what is considered actually one of the better consoles of all time too, is the TurboGrafx 16, which, as it's known in North America, in Japan it was the PC Engine, but that came out in '87. This came out to North America in 1989 as part of the fourth generation. So it competed with, I believe, NES and, or maybe SNES and Genesis. I'm trying to remember fourth gen. I think fourth gen was SNES and not NES. Yeah. Okay. I got it. I just looked at my facts too. So, yeah, so it actually is, it is a very small, lightweight console, but it's very cool too. And this back here is for a CD-ROM attachment that they made a couple years later. I don't have that because this is it's not rare, but it's expensive. I was able to get a pretty good deal on this, but the TurboGrafx is going, if you go on eBay, $150, $200, $250, and they actually had a what's called a Turbo Express, I believe, as a handheld that plays the games on the TurboGrafx, which are actually called HuCards. These are the two I got. Keith's Courage, that's with a packing game with it. I'm not too sure about that. And this is Bonk's Revenge, which is the sequel to Bonk's Adventure, which that looks like a really good game. That was also on SNES, and this looks really fun. Bonk's a crazy platformer where you can, like, Bonk has so many different types of power-ups, real crazy, but it's also very easy. It's more or less for kids, but it's very entertaining too, Bonk. And that Bonk was pretty much the TurboGrafx mascot, in a way. Then, this is a controller, the Turbo Pad. Never actually looked at it too much, but there's like these levers here. I don't know, switches, I guess. I have no idea what those are for. Other than that, it just looks, it's built like an NES controller in a way. But it's really cool. The PC Engine in Japan actually used to be the smallest game console of all time. I think it's been surpassed. I'm not sure by what. But yeah, this is a small console, and don't know the price of when it came out. But like I said, it's somewhat obscure. People that love video games like I do know about it, but general public, if you go up to somebody and say, like somebody that doesn't play video games, to be like, hey, Nintendo or Sega, they'd be like, TurboGrafx. What? Yeah, so it's relatively obscure. So now that's my most obscure console in my collection, which is pretty cool. My most obscure up to this point would probably have been actually the Sega Saturn. I do have the Retron 5, but I don't know if I necessarily count that. I mean, not a lot of people probably know about the Retrons, but so I would probably say, I don't know, I just looked over on my PS2 and there's like a very dirty game copy on there. What the hell? Well, yeah, Sega Saturn was my most obscure. Now, finally, TurboGrafx, but I was able to get, like I said, the good deal on this, without shipping, was actually $101. Well, with all this stuff. So, that's actually very cheap. I mean, if you can somehow find it, like at a garage sale or something, and they don't know, freaking take it, okay? Like, $10. Oh. But yeah, nowadays, these are going for so much money, and I didn't even, I mentioned the Turbo Express, I didn't even say anything about that. Whoops. Well, the Turbo Express, I just started going on a tangent about the games, plays the same games, the HuCards, but that thing, it's about the size, it's bigger than a Game Boy, actually. It's about, like, that big. Never actually seen one in person. Those things are like $300 or $400. Those are rare. They're hard to find. I wouldn't say they're incredibly rare because you can find some of them on eBay, but they're a lot harder to find than TurboGrafx, and they're more expensive. But it would be sweet to have one of those. I mean, what consoles nowadays come out with a handheld that can play the same games? None. I mean, the GameCube had the Game Boy player, but I'm not going to really count that. So, that's what's cool about the Retron 5. It can actually play Game Boy, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance, along with Super Nintendo, Nintendo, Genesis, among others. So happy to get this TurboGrafx. I just want to do a quick video about that and about the TurboGrafx. Like I said, it's considered one of the better consoles of all time. So if you can somehow get your hands on one for not too much money, I would definitely say take it. I've never played one myself. I've seen a little bit of game footage, but it has been a console I've been wanting for quite some time. So finally happy to get that, and finally get to try out. I finally get to see what this Keith's Courage game is about. Even though the tie game is actually supposed to be pretty good, I just don't know what it's about. But oh yeah, and then Bonk's. If you can find Bonk's Adventure, obviously more than likely on the SNES. It is kind of expensive. I think it's like maybe in the $40 range or so. Might be more than that now. It's been a while since I checked. But I would definitely get that because more than likely, people watching this video, they might not have a TurboGrafx. And I'm actually not going to label this video TurboGrafx. I'm just going to put my most obscure console. I don't know, maybe that'll help. But if you can find Bonk's Adventure, I would definitely say take it. I don't know about Bonk's Revenge. I know it's supposed to be good, but I haven't actually seen like gameplay of this one. I've seen gameplay of the prequel to this. But yeah, if you can find that on SNES, I don't know if it's on any other consoles than TurboGrafx and SNES, but if you can find that, I would definitely say take it. So that will be it for this video. I've been going on a tangent, but why not? It's fun. I love talking about this stuff. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, want to hit that like button down below. And if you want to see more of my content, subscribe to join the Mad Fire Nation. Now, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.